Hello again, everyone. This is James, and this is going to be Monster Mash, and I've been putting it off along with other Halloween and Christmas productions for a while, and it's finally here. It's the season. This is the voice play season along with Christmas, so we're going to be spoiled. New stuff coming out, but I've been putting off doing these older ones simply because I was waiting for the right time, and it is now the right time. So this is Monster Mash by Geoff. No idea what he's going to do here. One can only guess. I see the gramophone. I love the color scheme here. Got these Frankenstein vibes, and someone's passed out there on the couch. I'm guessing that's Kathy. So there seems to be a little story here. So let's watch it. Deadpan. I love that voice. La, la, la. Like, it's operatic quality. Great stuff. Oh, okay.
I was working in my lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight when my monster from his lab began to rise, and suddenly, to my surprise, he did the monster mash. It was a graveyard smash.
Of course, comes in an octave. Yeah, it's exactly an octave lower than the original. No surprise there. But what I'm loving about this is it's so mechanical, so robotic. Like the dancing, it's, you know, because they're reanimated. I'm guessing they're very, like that. Even the beat is kind of dun 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 dun. You know, it's everything's very robotic. Super cool, and the voice too. It's almost monotone. You know. Okay.
It was a graveyard smash. It caught on in a flash. He did the monster mash from my laboratory in the Castellucci.
The dancing.
Master bedroom. The ghouls all came from the humble abodes to get a jolt from my electrode. They did the monster mash. It was a graveyard smash. It caught on in a flash. Yes, they did the monster mash.
So I commented on my last video of the Devil Goes Down to Georgia, how I was really impressed with Geoff's diction, and you'll notice here that even though the song's very monotone, I suppose there's the risk that it becomes too linear, right? So he's singing on the same note, on the same pitch, singing, talking, sing, whatever you want to call it, on the same pitch. And there's a risk it becomes monotonous. And what he's like, I was paying attention there, is that basically every time he ends a sentence, there's a kind of slide, you know. So he says Monster Mash. So there's a constant undulation which breaks up that monotony. And I'm only really paying attention to it because of the last video where I was like, wow, like Geoff isn't just a singer. He's really talented with his diction, and you can see it here. You know, it's all this work in making sure he breaks up the monotony.
The zombies were having fun. The party had just begun. The guests included Wolfman.
See that, the Wolfman? I don't know how he does that.
Begun. The guests included Wolfman, Dracula, and his son. The scene was...
Okay. All right. So that was solo. Where's my keyboard at? Yeah. Anyway, I'll add the whatever note that was, probably an E, a low E, something like that. But that was solo. It basically became noise. But it's not that Geoff. Okay, like I think someone who never heard Geoff before would be like, "Wow, that's so incredibly low," because it sounds low. Because he really it ends on that end, and just like in Sound of Silence, it closes off the sound. But he can sing that note and make it sound cavernous if he wants to. He purposefully there made it sound closed. So it's basically, you're ending up, his mouth's closed, you're ending up just with vibration. That's not the stereotypical kind of sound from Geoff. I love this cavernous thing. It's a purposeful kind of closing down to make it sound like that. That's very interesting. And again, this is all things he's doing to break up this kind of linear beat and linear the linear talking singing sequence, you know. So all purposeful. He can make it sound open if he wants to. He chose to close down on that end, by the way.
Begun. The guests included Wolfman, Dracula, and his son. The scene was rocking, all were digging the sounds. The eagle on his chains, backed by his hounds. The coffin bangers were about to arrive.
Yeah.
The vocal group, the grip kicker 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maestro.
Oh.
They played the mash.
See the open sound now.
They played the mash.
The difference between that, I had no idea because I'm not, a singer or a vocal coach or anything like that. But I'm learning now, listening to a cappella, not just voice play, but home free also, that the importance that, the vowel has. And listen how open those notes sound, on those A's, on those O's. And when he ends on a consonant, it darkens it so much. It becomes basically a vibration, and it's all purposeful. Wonderful. I mean, it's opening a whole new world to me. I had no idea until I started listening to voice play.
Coffin Drax voice did a ring. It seems he was bothered by. He opened his coffin and shook his fist and said, "Whatever happened to my Transylvania twist?"
My Transylvania twist. Oh God, Geoff, this one's for the kids. I mean, this isn't something I'm going to listen to on repeat like I do some of the other voice play things. But I can totally picture. A house full of children on a sugar high running around going absolutely nuts to this. This is a typical Halloween party, very, seasonal. It has its place, and going from, I have to say, I've been doing home free as well, and I'm appreciating the difference in the two groups so much. We go from, Northwest Passage, which I just did, which is this, cinematographic kind of, on the backdrop of Alaska, this haunting melody to this, and I love it. It keeps it fresh for me, and I'm loving this juxtaposition between the two groups. Love them both, Groups, well, Geoff.
Whatever happened to my Transylvania twist? It's now the monster mash, and it's a graveyard smash. It caught on in a flash.
The choreography's amazing.
Monster mash. Now everything's cool. Drax a part of the band, and my monster mash is the hit of the land. For you, the living, this mash was meant to. When you get to my door, tell them.
Kathy!
Let's dance, my darling.
She gonna dance now? What a celebration this is. Oh. Okay, that's it. No behind the scenes. Wow, okay, my mood just went from, from a 1 to a 9 immediately there. All right, I'll collect my thoughts and have a conclusion if you were just here for the reaction. Thank you so much, as always, for being part of this, and I'll see you on the next one. If you want to hear what I have to say, stay tuned. Geoff showing us what he can do with, even in a relatively, on paper, linear song. Everything is pretty simple here, but it's a combination of factors that make it super interesting. The first is his constant sliding up and down on what is, you know, he's constantly singing like on that C2 or whatever it is. And most people would just kind of go through it in a linear way, but not Geoff. The more I paid attention, the more he was sliding up and down, left and right, adding pauses. You had the harmonies on top of that, the choreography and the humor, and you have this. You have a song that will make you, you know, even if you start off in tears, you end up with tears of laughter. And it's what I'd hoped, and it is what it is. It's a seasonal song, not something I'm going to listen to on a Saturday night over a glass of wine and be transported to my youth. It's something that you listen to on the 31st, you know, with your friends and their kids in the house. And it has its place, like most things with Geoff. And enjoyed it a lot. And I'm really, really looking forward to kind of uncovering voice play in Geoff's seasonal side. I know that a lot of you, I mean, Christmas for me is going to be the top, because there's a couple of songs like Carol the Bells I'm chafing at the bit to react to. And Halloween's the same, so it's going to be a busy couple of months, plus the stuff they're going to come out with as well. So it's kind of a dream come true for the fans over the next few months, and I feel spoiled. So this is fun, you know. Put me in my place. I'm in a far better mood now. So thank you very much for being here, and I'll catch you on the next one, which will be shortly. Thank you.